Land of Opportunity, unless your name's Kevin Whitman. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. It is Power Book 2, Ghost Season 3, Episode 4. And yeah, the NYPD lost a valuable asset in this episode, but let's kick off this episode, shall we? Where we begin, of course, we are cooking. We are making some of that gear. Absolutely. The drug game is going well. Lorenzo designs this mural for Seek. So obviously, if Monet finds out that Lorenzo killed him, that could be critical, couldn't it? But Kevin Whitman's beginning to press a wee bit too much, so Monet decides to come up with a plan with Davis to essentially get rid of him. But Monet says she's going to do it her way. But it looked like they were going to break into his house and do something. Looks like they took things to a wee bit more of the extreme than that. Meanwhile, though, turns out the new Connect, the woman, even though she's not even there, it's the guy with the Jamaican accent. He says, "Oh, you did guns, Mecca did guns, or you do guns now." So yeah, we're gun running now, and essentially the deal is set. Drew meets with Frank's sons, and it looks like they were going to kiss. Oh, I don't miss business with pleasure. There's a lot of homosexuality in this television show. If that's your cup of tea, then you go ahead, you dive into it. As for me, I don't like when they kiss. I can't look at the television screen because I'm a heterosexual. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Will those two get together? Oh, I care so much about it, man. I care. Kane presses Effie. She basically says, right, you can't tell Tariq that I killed Lauren, but Lauren's doing a wee bit more freaking out, saying, oh, I can't do this. Then we had the bit in school, the bit in college, about the land, the opportunity. It was, oh, I take 2 steps forward if you came for a family of wealth, right? I thought they were going to spin this into being like a race thing, which I mean, I guess you could kind of say it is. But at the same time, Tyreek came from a black family and he's pissed it all up against the wall. At the end of the day, right, people need to acknowledge there's a lot of poor white families as well as black families that are poor. And the black population's a lot smaller than the white population, and therefore the ones that get rich, I mean, the rich population's very small. You know, like the real rich. So I mean, I'm just sick. Oh, institutional racism, this institutional racism, that. I'm sick of this RSJ guy. It's like Tariq, young brother. He's just using you, and I'm sick of the black talk, man, and the race talk. You know, we're all one, buddy. They're spinning it so much, man. In this show, I mean, I guess you could say it's New York. A lot of the people are Democrats. Like, you know, Tate is literally a Democrat. The Democratic Party's in this show. So I guess you could spin it and say from that point of view, it's a wee bit realistic, couldn't you? But yeah, Diana's getting a bit into beefs with both of them, but essentially she ends up squashing the one with Monet. Monet needs her because she doesn't have a record. How's that going to go? So essentially, what it is Diana goes to Whitman, says, I hate Monet too, but I won't be seen dead in that house again. They won't let me in it. But you can go in it when no one's there and you can get the evidence for money laundering. And Whitman accepts this. Now, right, you could maybe spin, right, that the guy's so obsessed with bringing these things down, he's willing to break into the house. But why would he actually break into this house? Like, if no one's at home, why can't Diana just go in and get the documents for him? That's a plot hole, right? And I don't give a shit what anyone says. Why would this cop actually go to this risk to do it? Do not understand that Tyreek's internship's hanging by a thread unless he gets RSJ on board, which he does, of course, because RSJ wants a building that's left in Tyreek's name from his father. And yeah, if he agrees to work with the new Weston promotion, the Italy tech company, then I will get that deal over the line for you. Brilliant, but we've got a deal set with the racists up north. They want to buy the guns. Turns out, though, one of them's a CI for Blanca Rodriguez, and she runs into Sachs again, doesn't really want to work with him again because he will drop us as fast as you can say, yippee, kai, yay. So how's all this going to go down? I'm not too sure, but essentially we have the meat. Braden gets rid of the guns, but the guy keeps taking pictures, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, Braden. You're not exactly on your A game here, my friend, are you? Yeah, no. Then he drops the guns off to Kane and Lorenzo. Lorenzo's like, right, we need to leave. But then the rednecks show up, take a few pictures of Lorenzo. They think he's alone, so they think they can kill Lorenzo, get their money back, and keep the guns. That's not the case. They go in. Kane's obviously in there. We get into a gunfight. They manage to eliminate the three of them. Then they're pinned down by the other two. But then Drew and one of Frank's sons shows up, drive by, boom, 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 eliminate them. But turns out the CI guy didn't actually get killed. He's in critical condition. But let me guess, guys, he'll be killed in episode 5, won't he? He'll be killed or something as a loose end. Because if one thing the Power Universe has in common throughout the spin-offs and the original show is that, see, when there's a loose end or a witness, they don't get to talk. They obviously always and 110% get killed. But I thought this shootout scene was really well done. It had you like on the edge of your feet, so to speak, edge of your toes, edge of your seat, aye, whatever, man, the edge of whatever, not that edge actually. But yeah, it was good. Lorenzo did like move Kane out the way and kind of jumped in front of a bullet for him, you could say. And then when they're driving home, Kane says to him that, I'm done using this leverage against you, Dad. You did a good thing there. You saved me. I love you. And he's like, there's one thing, Kane. You're my firstborn son. I'd do anything to protect my children and my family. But yeah, not good for Lorenzo, because it turns out Monet's going to find out something pretty bad about him very soon. But meanwhile, Kevin Whitman breaks into the Tahara household. Diana comes down the stairs recording him. Then Monet's like, what the fuck you doing in my house? But obviously it's a setup, right? And then what does she do? I'll tell you what she does. Shoots Kevin Whitman. This guy's a dumb bastard, man. Normally, like, you can't even feel sorry for this guy. You can't, like, he was either going to get arrested or killed. And obviously getting arrested's worse. Although a cop in jail, that's quite bad as well in itself, if we're being brutally honest. But yeah, Kevin Whitman's dead. Pretty decent sized character death this episode. But then the episode ends with Monet getting the fingerprints. Can she trust Lorenzo? Will she tell Lorenzo? How will she get proof? Will she confide in Kane and Kane will confirm it? I'm not too sure, but again, like, if they've got Lorenzo's fingerprints, right, at the crime scene, how the fuck's the guy not been picked up? And I don't want to hear they're building a case against him. For fuck's, you've got his prints at the crime scene, and you know he had a beef with this guy. Oh, come on, man. Do I need to do the police the job, their own job for them? Anyway, I thought this episode was definitely better than the first couple of ones. I think season 3's had a pretty slow start, but I think once Monet confronts Lorenzo and like these cases that are being built against him like gather a bit of steam, I think we're going to be in for a pretty good ending to the season. And then of course that'll be me caught up, and I'm looking forward to discussing this show in the present tense. There's a lot more videos to make when you're watching it weekly, rather than like when you're playing catch up, because like, there's no point me saying, oh, is Kevin Whitman going to die or whatever, because obviously there's 6 more episodes for me to watch this season. But anyway, guys, I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. Till next time, peace.